Hey, hey, hey!
What's up?
Wow.
What?
Longest was ever.
Whatever.
So, you guys, today's topic is so interesting, very controversial, and I am going to encourage you to have this conversation with your family and friends because it's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Nothing.
It is. It's really a good one.
You like really excited right now, and I feel like this is gonna be real spicy.
Excited
like,
because
it's gonna be a real.
I love making podcasts.
I feel like it's some type of shade is about to be thrown.
No shade. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
So today we are talking about setting boundaries as a married couple and having friends of the opposite sex. And I don't know about y'all, but this was definitely something that we had to deal with and address in our relationship because we addressed this before we got married. Do not wait till you get married to say if you have a problem with having friends of the opposite sex. You need to talk about that beforehand. But before we get into that, how do you set boundaries as a newly married couple? Because those tie in together real well.
Oh, that's where we starting? I thought we was going with the friends first and then talking about the boundaries.
No.
Alright, well, I'm with whatever. I'm just Florida as water, so let's get it.
Alright. So how do you set boundaries as a married couple?
Easy. You say, I'm married now, leave me alone.
What?
I'm married now, leave me alone. I'm married now, leave me alone. You say
who are you
like
saying that to?
Everybody. I'm married now, leave me alone.
Oh, you talking about like boundaries with your past whoa-wows?
I'm talking about everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody. Yo, my Chinese son, everybody I'm married, leave me alone. so how do you set boundaries as a new... to be honest, one, of course, like we say, it always starts in home, right? So we talk to each other. First, you gotta discuss what are those boundaries, right? And then comes, I guess, the more difficult part. Well, it depends on who you are, but it's telling everybody else about those boundaries. Like, for example, I had to set a lot of boundaries. I don't remember who, if what. I think they fluctuated depending on the person. I don't know, but yeah, like I'm trying to think who. Oh, like I have a friend, or used to have a friend that we would talk late at night. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, you know.
Was this a female friend or?
Yeah, she was a female.
Oh.
Dang,
just, giving the people some clarification.
Whatever. But anyway, we would talk late at night because she works as a nurse. So, it'd be like, yo, it was good. I'm bored at work. And I'd be like, yo, it was good. I'm up playing the game. So we just naturally, and that's how we built that bond, I guess you could say. But then once I got married, I realized it's not a good look to have a woman call you at like 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, 11 at night. And then even to like my sisters and brothers, like I would have to be like, yo, we can't rap on the phone like we used to all the time because now I have to split my time between my time and our time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So those were like those were like the biggest boundaries I had to set was like when people could contact me. Cause yeah.
What about like boundaries between us? I don't know if we really have any boundaries.
Between us.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think on.
Like, what do you mean between us? Like other people? I'm confused. Yeah, can you rephrase that?
Like,
give me an example.
I guess it's more of like a don't do this or.
Oh, those type of okay, yeah. So like the
because we
quote
talking
unquote
about
rules
boundaries all encompassing, not just when it comes to people outside of the marriage, but just us too. Like,
yeah, I think we just mutually had a respect for each other. I think we agreed that if it was something we knew the other person wouldn't like, just don't do it. Like, it's that simple. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think the one thing we have yet to discuss, I think experience. Well, no, I just never think we talked about it. Yeah, we had to have talked about it. Maybe not. If not, it's gonna be it today.
Well, what is it? Because you're
my bad.
beating around the bush.
No, I was like discussing it in my head with myself. I'm crazy. I do that sometimes. But I think it was dancing with other people at parties.
Oh yeah, we definitely discussed that.
We did?
Yes, because you was because he's a dancer, so he was like dancing with other people at parties is not really a big deal because it's like a form of self-expression. It's not really seen as sexual. And I was like, hell no. Said no.
I wouldn't call it a self-expression
no.
if you're dancing with someone else.
I mean, no,
dancing is just dancing. I would say it's more of having fun. That's what I was saying, not self-expression. What the heck?
I ain't dancing with no other man. You ain't dancing with no other woman.
Anyway, moving on. You dragging it.
I had to go with the beat. Like,
I don't know what beat you be on. Yo, lately she's been off beat on some.
I was not off beat. Just
you
now.
Be on some weird beat.
You edited
you be on like
will see that I was. Not
you be like,
beat.
I'm not editing. It's going straight up there.
Nah,
I ain't taking out
so,
nothing. It's a 1 in 3 situation. I'm a 2 in 4.
So bring it kind of back. Mutual respect for each other. So I think that kind of just, it's boundaries for us. It's just having a mutual respect for each other, and we communicate about the things that we don't like, and we change those things. Why are you making those things?
I'm trying to see where the hell you are. You talking about dancing, right? That's the boundaries. That's the boundary, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I was just saying how we handle setting boundaries and having boundaries.
Oh, you should have popped that back a little.
Oh my goodness.
Because I was like, what in the world is she talking about now? Anyway, but yeah, yo, I lost it.
I don't know where you are right now.
Yo, the way that transition was not smooth. I was sitting here like, what is she talking about now?
I said to bring it back. You wasn't listening. But a good example that I took down regarding setting boundaries was from Married at First Sight. And there was this guy who allowed his friends to come over after they got married and like just go through the refrigerator and take stuff because that's what would normally happen with him and his boy.
Yeah.
And obviously that was something that the wife didn't know about because they were married at first sight. So it had to be addressed, and like I was like, that's not something I'm feeling either. Like, yo, people can't just come in and start taking whatever they want. Yeah. But we feel the same way on that topic. So
yeah. And luckily I don't have nobody that does that. Like, nobody would come in my fridge and actually do that. I have one person in mind who would do that, but like as a joke, and then things would get like real serious for 2 seconds, and then like he know like no. Stop that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I really, actually, it's one person in mind that would definitely be like, man, what's in this fridge, yo? But as a joke, now that I'm married, it's different. Before I was married, oh yeah, we be up in each other's fridges. What? Let me tell you. Go to his house like, yo, what's good? Because everything was, if you've been to the house more than once, you're no longer, I guess, your family. You'd be like, yo, just go in the fridge. Don't ask me.
I have that same rule too, but like it's like, oh, can I get a glass of water? Well, like, you know where the glass at, you know where the water at. Go ahead and get your glass and your water. Not just go in your fridge and start pulling out cereal and milk. And I
had one friend that literally was like, if you ask for anything, I'm gonna say no. And then me being me, I'd be like, well, dang, he didn't already say no. Like, I don't want to just be like, man, F you, I'm doing it anyway. Like, but yeah, it just depends on where you come from.
Now, I know you guys probably thinking like most boundaries are centered around like other people. How do you deal with other people? In-laws, setting boundaries with them. Friends, setting boundaries with them. Ex-wowos, whatever. Setting boundaries with them. So, having friends of the opposite sex. This topic is whether you agree or disagree that it's possible to do. I think it's very cultural based because where I'm from, we don't believe that exists.
Wouldn't that be more location based? Because where you're from.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
But there's different cultures within where you're from too.
True.
So
hey.
Okay.
I was just asking the question.
I was just answering your question.
Alright.
So where I'm from, that's not a thing. We don't have friends of the opposite sex because usually the person of the opposite sex, especially men in my case, because I'm a female, they don't have good intentions. Like, they gonna pretend to be your friend so they get what they want, but they aren't genuinely interested in just being your friend. Now, where my husband's from, things are a little bit different. They genuinely have friendships.
The lands of the twos and true.
With the opposite sex.
Alright, now, let me explain my part.
As God would have it, Lachelle is blessed with a husband who has many friends of the opposite sex. So, yeah, I think he was like, haha, gonna test her with this one.
Yeah, I forgot what I was about to say.
If y'all could see my face right now.
I forgot what I was about to say. It's about something.
You said, let me explain.
Oh, yeah. Let me explain. Because she like to generalize a lot of stuff. And I just got to break it down a little bit more. And it's not your fault. It's just how the information is fed to you. So, don't get it twisted. Back home, a lot of that happened. You're just blessed with a husband who grew beyond that. And knew how to monitor that. Because... And I have people, whoever listens to this, depending on the person, which I think is going to be one of my brothers, he would attest that when I was in high school during a toxic time of my life, I was toxic all the way up until like college. A lot of you not. But, then I think back. But, I would have quote unquote sisters, and some of them sisters I would mess with, And don't ask me why now. I don't know, because the logic was not there. Period. It just wasn't there. But I think it was so people can it was a way of not having everybody in my business, because everybody be quick to be like, oh, y'all messing around now, y'all messing whoa, that's just my sister, low key, you feel me? But now,
so you was lying.
That sound nasty though.
Yeah, it does.
Nasty. Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, I don't know why we ever did that. But yeah, so let's not get it twisted. It's things in there. It's just so happened that I grew beyond that because I was able to. I remember one time by the time I got to college, and I sat. I was moved out of my father's house, and I was just sitting on my bed, and I was like, "Yo, what is wrong with me?" No, it was one of my sisters, actual people who I call my sister, who it was just as platonic as that. Mm-hmm. She pulled me out on it. She was like, "Yo, why are you always messing? Why are you calling certain girls that you mess with your sister? That's disgusting. That's not cool." And that joint hit so different. I was like, "Oh, I'm scum of the earth. I'm nasty. Who am I? What are you?" You know what I'm saying? I guess that was my look in the mirror moment. Who are you? Type situation.
Revelation.
Yeah, that joint. I remember making a status on Facebook saying, "Yo, if I ever claimed you as my sister, if you're not blood, dog, you're no longer. That brother and sister joint is dead. I have to figure this out on my own." And I really had to go on and think to myself and learn about myself and learn why I did certain things and then take certain sisters back. Yeah, take certain sisters, people I call sisters, back into, bring them back in, because I had to, one, distinguish am I calling you my sister because I want some or am I calling you my sister because you're actually my sister? You know what I'm saying? And that joint does not sound good coming out at all.
Horrible.
That sounded like complete trash, but yeah, it's a journey. Everybody got their journey.
And one of my prayers was that he got all the wooing out of his system before he came into my life. So obviously God does answer prayers, because as y'all can see, he was trifling.
They can't see, they can hear.
As y'all can hear, he was trifling. So, I guess you kind of already talked about setting boundaries with, friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And setting boundaries with in-laws, I feel like that's a big topic. It's never been an issue for us.
Thank God. Thank God. Because the stuff, woo!
I pray for amazing in-laws too. So God is in the prayer answering business, baby. But I think when it comes to that, you just have to sit down with your spouse and y'all need to agree on the boundaries that need to be set, and then figure out how to have that conversation productively with the in-law or the relative that you are setting that boundary with.
Oh yeah, and it's just that simple. And y'all have to come as a united front. Because if you don't come as a united front, y'all done. And y'all, it's gonna create chaos within your relationships and marriage, especially your marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so important to be a united front when it comes to setting those boundaries and not going back on those boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, no, son, this is what it is. And those that will rock with you are gonna be like, all right, cool, say less. Point blank like this: if they don't respect your boundaries, they don't respect you.
Yeah.
And that's just the end of it. Like, if they come at you with some crazy, be like, okay, cool. So you don't respect me or my relationships or my wife or husband at that, at that time. And it's like, okay, cool. Then you gotta rock out. You know what I'm saying? Or for those that are like in serious long-term relationships, you don't respect my spouse. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This person who I'm choosing to share my forever with, then I'm now dealing with you with a 42-inch pole. You know what I'm saying? You can't come no closer than this. Call it a day. Sadly, I really want family to get back to where family used to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say cut your family off, but sometimes you gotta distance yourself.
Yeah.
Distance yourself from family. That's a lot better.
Know where they stand, know where you stand, and love them from that point.
Exactly. And like I said a couple episodes ago, not everybody has the capacity to reach you where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Even if they are older, some of them, their capacity is just not there. It could be because they ain't had nobody around to push them past their limits, you know what I'm saying? Or to challenge them in that way. Or, I don't know, they just choose not to grow. But you gotta understand where everybody's capacity is. And that's for anything.
I feel like there's a certain level of like boldness that you have to have in a relationship, in a marriage, in order to maintain it and keep it healthy. Like you have to speak up, and it's not about what you're speaking to. It's more about how you say it. Mm-hmm. So the biggest part is keeping in mind how that person may receive something, so you know how you need to approach your partner, so that it's impactful. But like, people tend to be afraid to be bold in the relationships that they need to be bold in. Like, if it's your friend, don't feed them BS all the time. Like, tell them the truth. Like, so if you're that type of person as a friend, you definitely have to be that type of person as a spouse. Like, yo, I love you, but this not cool.
Yeah.
Or yo, I love you, but we're having an issue here. Let's figure this out.
Uh-huh.
So, back to the friends of the opposite sex. What you think about new friends? Because I feel like no new friends of the opposite sex. And so far, like, any, new relationships that we're developing is more of like, they're more like our friends, not my friends or your friends at this point. So what you think about that, honey?
Well, I mean, it just depends. It depends on the couple, right? But I don't see a problem with it, because one, I'm secure in myself, but then two, I put my trust in you to handle that. You know what I'm saying? I have too much in my head. I'm not finna micromanage everything you do. I don't care, because I trust you. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, you handle that. If they start getting crazy, you better handle that. If I have to step in, then know the next time you say something about that, I'm gonna come with some stipulations, because you couldn't handle it the first time. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And same with, I expect the same thing with me. You know what I'm saying? But like, my personality, I'm sorry, but I'm such a butthole sometimes that like, I'd be like, hey, listen, this is what it is, and if you don't like it, you gotta go. Like, I'm not trying to die. You know what I'm saying? Not today. like I heard some stories. Yeah, I'm cool off that. And then seeing where you come from, like visiting your home. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. You the type to pour acetone in my coffee in the morning and watch me drink it. Nah.
Dang! If I ever am arrested, do not tell them about this podcast.
Yo, I'm just saying. But like, that's pretty much the level.
I feel like he just initiated some kind of insurance over his life just now with that comment.
Probably.
But
yeah, so that's how I feel about it. I mean, while I wouldn't say limit yourself, you know what I'm saying? But the person that's making a connection needs to understand their self and their weaknesses. Like, for example, we're still early in our marriage. I can't do certain things. And it may be as simple as asking someone, hey, where did you get that product from? But because I'm still trying to change my language in certain parts, you know, I don't approach certain people of the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't approach a woman like on Instagram, for example. If I want to know where they got something from, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like my delivery might be taken as flirtatious because of my word choice. You know what I'm saying? I'll dead the whole situation. I'd be like, well, I'm just not about to get that for her. And
dang.
Yo, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's honestly a process for me because I flirted a lot, and it became somewhat that it was natural. It was natural, you know, and it might be like a little too much. And then like I naturally lick my lips. So like, you know, if I'm in person talking to somebody,
it can come off
like, he flirting with his wife right there? Like what? And I'd be like, no. What are you talking about?
Just licking my lips.
Yeah, like they're a little chapped. I keep losing my chapstick. I can't walk around like this. No, so it really just depends on the person making the connection and the couple.
I'm glad you brought up social media because I feel like that's such a like boundary issue point for a lot of people in relationships, like liking other girls' pictures or other men's pictures, and you know, going into DMs and stuff like that. Like that's not really an issue that we face. We have such a high level of trust with each other that it's just, you know.
I think we both just crazy, so we don't want to mess this up.
Yeah.
like honestly, I think because we don't really test each other outside of annoyances. You know what I'm saying? Not saying y'all should be testing each other. Nah. I just think we were so upfront with everything first.
Right.
That it was like, yo, it is what it is. You
so like, if I see an attractive brother on Instagram, I already think I know your answer. But like, you know, he showing abs or something. I like this picture. You got a problem with that?
No, I don't care.
I feel the same way. Like, I have no problem. Now, if you slipping in the DMs, you know, not asking about where she got her clothes from because, you know, you like your clothes, you think I'm look nice in it. If it's a conversation other than that, then I might have a problem with that. But yeah, like, I mean, when we got together, and this might be super transparent, but my husband, like, you know, he let me know that he liked to look at booties or whatever, and I was like, cool, I appreciate a good butt from time to time too, be it male or female. So
that's when I knew it was lit. I was like, let's look at this booty together.
Exactly. Woo! So
see it shake. Watch it shake.
Oh, I ain't gonna see all that, but I wasn't looking for the jiggle and like that.
It's an art form sometimes.
But
okay?
you know, but a lot of women, you know, might not be comfortable with that. But I came into this relationship before it was even a relationship because we just let everything flow naturally. We didn't come in here with like any intention of that's gonna be my husband or that's gonna be my wife. Like it was like, you cool, I'm cool, let's just see where this goes. So we were very unintentional until it was revealed to us that we needed to be intentional. So I mean, it's just like, you know, okay, you like looking at nice butts. I appreciate nice butts. I don't have an issue with that. From time to time, I might want to see the booty too. I'm just saying.
It's the middle ground.
And I'll be like, dang, her butt do look real good in them jeans, but it look kind of fake, blah, blah, blah. You know, we have a whole conversation sometimes about it.
My son, you know her butt fake, right? Okay, but the aesthetic. Look at the aesthetic of the picture. The aesthetic.
So, those boundaries are different for everybody, but like I said, we were both very secure coming into our relationship that, like, I was just at a place like, look, if he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. If he gonna be a dog, he gonna be a dog. And everything that's done in the dog coming to light. So I know the God I serve, he gonna show me what's what. And I just let things happen naturally.
Exactly. And that's pretty much that, you know. So all boundaries fall on the couple first. Make sure y'all both agree, and then y'all become a united front to everybody that opposes. And that's that.
Well.
Can we pass the offering bucket now?
So we hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Like, share, comment, inbox us at The Chosens on Instagram.
Yup. And
we
as
out.
usual, we love y'all.
Love y'all.
Peace. In light of what's going on, we just wanted to use our platform to spread information, especially with the injustices and the racial plight of today. If you're interested in donating or don't know how to help in this fight towards change, please check the show notes. We'll have links to various places you can donate. Look on, if you have an Instagram, just search Black Lives Matter, and you'll be able to see all the information, learn something new, where you can donate, where you can do it's just so important right now just to find your lane and rock it out as hard as you can. For those brothers and sisters that have fallen, we want to say rest in peace. And that we're praying for the families. So again, check the show notes, and again, we love y'all. Peace.